Welcome to ridesharingvidz. This is the introductory video to 2019. Really excited. It's a brand new year. It's a fresh start. If you're a new driver, if you've been doing this for a long time, or if you're considering of doing ride sharing, I'm really excited. We're going to share a lot of new content for the new year, and we're just going to give you great tips, great videos on how to maximize your time on the road. Okay. But for this video, I just want to share how to easily make $4,000 a month doing ride sharing. Okay, a lot of people think that you can't make that kind of money. You actually can, but you have to be a little creative about it. Okay, so let's get down to it. Okay, so if you do this full time and you actually want to hit your goals, you actually have to put goals down on paper. Okay. To hit those kind of numbers, you have to be consistent, okay? And you have to decide, what type of driver you want to be, okay? Because some drivers only drive in the daytime, other drivers only drive at night, okay? Someone like me, I just like being efficient, driving in almost any kind of condition. Day, gridlock traffic, the night driving, picking up people after the bars, because, you have to be flexible. Okay, but at the end of the day, you have to decide what type of driver you want to be. Can you easily make $4,000 a month by just picking one of those schedules, either a morning driver, a late driver, I guess, doing the rush hour, or only a night driver? I know there's certain drivers that only drive at night, and I live here in LA. The traffic is pretty bad. I know certain people, they say, you know what, I refuse to drive in traffic because at night you get around easier to your pickups and drop-offs, even here in LA. Okay, but personally, at the end of the day, you still have to hit goals and you have to put things down on paper. Okay, so $4,000 a month. Okay, how to easily hit that? If you drive 7 days a week, essentially you have to make about $142 per day. If you spread it out over 6 days, that's about $142 a day. Okay, and you may say, well, that's too much, driving, or too much time. And I'm gonna give you some tips on how to hit those goals. Okay, and it's up to you how fast you want to hit them. Okay, you can get creative about this, but let's say if you want to just drive and hit that number by just pure driving. Okay, keep in mind that if you do Uber, you may consider doing Lyft, or if you do Lyft, you may consider jumping over to Uber. Reason being is because each company has their own set of bonus structures, okay, or metrics that they measure per city. Okay, at least here in LA, I was driving for Lyft for about a year, and then Uber started promoting more aggressive bonuses, and they even raised their pay rate per mile and stuff like that. And it made me want to go drive for them for a little bit. Okay. And all that means that if you're trying to hit a certain goal, you may hit it easier on one application versus the other. So I think it's always good to keep both apps open. At least the Uber app, I literally hadn't taken one ride for 1 year, but I kept it open in good standing, and I just saw the promotions they were offering, and it just made more sense to jump over to Uber, at least for the time being. Okay, or you can mix it up. Okay, but if you do, for example, Uber, and you're trying to hit that $4,000 a month goal, literally what you have to do is drive, about 6 hours of drive time, okay, maybe 7, and at some point you can actually switch to Uber Eats, and I'm gonna tell you why that's a good idea. Because Uber usually provides bonuses, do 40 rides for $60, or do 55 rides for $85. They change every week. But personally, Uber does not care whether you do hit those goals, either doing people or food delivery. Okay, so, and I say that because doing people, after a certain time, it does get a little taxing on you, because you don't really know where the people are going. So if you're trying to get a lot of short rides to hit those goals, with Uber, you may find, even with Lyft, you may find that you just get like these 10 long rides, like back to back to back to back, and there's nothing wrong with them. You still hit your goals a lot faster, But a lot of times, especially here in LA, Uber may say, look, you need to get these 40 rides in LA County. So if you get a ride back to Orange County, then you're kind of out of luck with a bonus. You see? And then you may have to drive back to LA if you want to hit the bonus, and that's all gas wasted. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to hit those goals. If you want to do it with Uber, you can actually technically, let's say if your goal is to hit $142 in 7 days, you may do like about $100 doing people and then switch over to Uber Eats. And believe me when I tell you, with Uber Eats, I can do 3-4 hours and not even get tired, because there's nobody in the car. If you make a wrong turn, the food doesn't question why you made a wrong turn. And for the most part, depending on where you're picking up, most of these restaurants have parking, and most of the people, you can park your car somewhere where you can easily access people. So keep that in mind if you're trying to hit these goals, to mix it up with Uber and Uber Eats. Okay, so always keep apps open as far as options. If you don't do food delivery, I would seriously consider creating an account, because a lot of times, I know I have a friend that does DoorDash, and he says that at least for the holidays, people were tipping pretty good or pretty consistent. And with food delivery, another thing is that you waste less gas, because a lot of times you may get a pickup where the restaurant is 2 miles away from you and the drop off is 2, 3, maybe 4 miles. 4 miles is a long ride with food delivery. Reason being is because food gets cold, right? Who wants to get cold food for dinner? So you do waste way less gas doing food delivery. You may spend a little more time on the road trying to hit your goal, an extra hour or so, but you're gonna waste a lot less gas. So you actually trade time for gas. Okay, so if you don't mind being out on the road an extra hour, a lot of times I may be doing Uber Eats, trying to finish my day 1 o'clock in the morning during the week, and there's that kind of business here in LA. If you're out in the valley or whatever, Denny's is always open, and you're always kind of conscious of what is open. Denny's, McDonald's, they're always open, and a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there, a tip here, a tip there, everything adds up. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right. Another thing I want to talk about, let's say if you want to get more creative with trying to hit your goals, is there's different platforms out there. I know I've seen people here in LA that have the advertisement on their car. Okay, I think they pay $200-300 a month or whatever it is. That'll cover a lot of gas money. One of the and I'm gonna share the link description below. It's a software. It's a startup company that I use, where you can easily display your referral code. Okay, at least here in LA, if you refer a new driver, for Uber right now it's about $700. For Lyft, it's about $500. Okay, and what I do is I use the software. I create templates that I place on back of my car seat on a tablet. And once you create the templates, you leave the tablet back there and you let the tablet speak for itself. Okay, you'd be surprised how many people are trying to get a second job, don't know how things work. And I've actually gotten a couple of referrals that way, where someone's sitting back there and the tablet itself is not intrusive. It's not trying to sell anything particularly. It's just letting people know that, look, this is for you. It's for you. I'd like to talk to you about it. If not, no worries. And essentially, once you have the tablet back there, the passengers can take a picture of it and they can take it with them. And what I share back there are obviously my driver referral codes and also my Uber Eats code. A lot of times, as a gratitude or thank you, I may tell a passenger, look, do you have an Uber Eats account? If you don't, take a picture of the actual code, which is, I think it's like Uber Eats / my name and some numbers. If they take a picture of that, they create an account on Uber Eats, they get up to $15 in free food, and you get like a $5 credit from Uber Eats. Okay, so I mean, just keep that in mind. You may say, well, what's $5? Well, it's things that add up. Okay, and it's a great way to thank your customers, all your passengers that get on. Most people, they don't mind free food. Who wouldn't want that? And I think DoorDash and other companies like Grubhub may offer something similar. So anyways, I'm going to share the description below for the software that you can actually download. It's free, there's no cost, and it's very easy to create the templates. Okay, and again, if you hit, for example, even one of those referrals per month, if you try and hit that $4,000 bonus, you hit even the lower tier one, the $500 one, that means that you just caught $500 off that goal of the 4,000. Okay, so that means less drive time, or if you keep the same drive time, it just means more money. Okay, so always keep that in mind, that there's ways to hit goals. You can be consistent, okay, and you can hit those goals either doing the time, switching up apps, maybe doing Uber Eats at night and then doing people in the day because it's a lot busier, or also doing Lyft. So a lot of times I feel like one app is busier than the other. Okay, at the end of the day, you're just trying to hit your goals and maximizing your time on the road. Okay, again, this is the introductory video for 2019. We're going to be covering more videos in the future, and I'm really looking forward to hearing your feedback. If you have any comments, questions, feel free to leave the comment below or email me, and I'd love to help you start doing ride sharing, either with Uber, with Lyft, or food delivery companies. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.